Hi everybody, welcome to day 6 of my post-op surgery video for the gastric sleeve or gastrectomy, if you want to get technical. Just updating you guys on how I'm feeling and giving you some more information. So yesterday I went for a big walk, which was nice. By big I mean, 10 to 15 minutes of a kind of hilly natural reserve area, which was really nice to get out and feel kind of normal again. After that, my partner and I went to a cafe and had a hot chocolate, which was really nice. It did take me about 40 minutes to get through about 3/4 of it, but it was still really nice, and it was something that made me feel a bit more normal. So that was really good. I'm having less shoulder pain. I've still got some. As you can see, I'm still wearing my sexy long heat pack. But yeah, I'm still getting some, but it's getting more mild, and the sort of sharp, stabby pains are getting a bit less. I don't want to sort of worry everyone who is pre-op or thinking about being pre-op. Some people don't get shoulder tip pain at all. Just to give you a little bit more information, if you're unfamiliar, shoulder tip pain is what comes from the gas that they use during surgery. So if you think of your stomach, if you think of your body as like a balloon, and inside the balloon there's your organs. So to be able to do the keyhole surgery, you need to blow up the balloon to get to all the little intricate details of the surgery, and for it to be successful. So there's sort of no way around it. I had it with endosurgery as well. It's used for all abdominal surgeries that I'm aware of. So what they do is they put gas under your skin and it blows it up so they can get in there and have a look around and get the surgery done really quickly and safely. The bad thing about that is, though, that afterwards, for some reason, the gas sort of travels up your body and gets sort of stuck in either shoulder, so it's like a nerve pinching kind of feeling. You can't take degas for it. I tried that, believe me, because it doesn't work. It's not stuck in your organs, it's stuck under your skin, which sounds really freaky and dangerous, but it's not. It's totally safe. They do it every day, hundreds of times a week. So it's just something to be aware of, that you may get it if you're considering this surgery, or you may not. You may be lucky, and I hate you for that reason. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so that's what shoulder tip pain is. It usually goes away if you walk a lot, if you do a lot of farts. It sounds funny, but it's true. The nurses will tell you that too. You just got to make sure, as soon as you can, you're up and walking around. Don't push yourself too hard, obviously, and maybe for the first couple of times get someone to help you walk around. My drip pole was quite hard to push on the carpet at the particular hospital I was at, so I did get someone to help me with that. But yeah, it's really important to walk. It's pretty much the only way you're going to get rid of it. And heat is really good. It feels amazing on shoulder tip pain. I've heard ice works too, from a friend on the Facebook Women's Gastric Sleeve page. If you're not on that and you'd like to be, it's a really awesome supportive page. What else? A couple of days ago, so I suffer from depression and anxiety. I take escitalopram, 5 mg, which isn't very much, but it makes life bearable and makes teaching a lot less stressful. I weaned myself off it at the start of this year, which was a really awful process, but then I decided to go back on half a pill, which is the 5 mg, normally 10 if you take the whole one. But what I'm saying is, if you're someone that is on medication for those kinds of things, and you're comfortable doing this, if you feel like shit, which I have for the last few days, it is okay to take a little bit extra. I took just an extra quarter of my meds, and I felt like so much better the next day. You know, I still was having the shoulder pain and everything, but I felt so much better mentally, and I felt more like going outside, and it just really helped. If you're not sure if you're able to do that, please talk to your doctor. I don't want to tell you to go take more pills and then you die or something, because that would be bad, obviously. So yeah, upping your meds is fine every so often if you need to for surgery. This is a bit of a funny one. So I hadn't had my bowels opened, as my mum calls it, or I hadn't done a shit for 5 days, I think 5 days. And was having a bit of the sort of leakage thing I was talking about in my last video, but also yesterday I was walking around Bunnings and nearly sharted myself. So that's one thing to be very careful of when you're on an all liquid diet. You gotta be careful when you're farting, because yes, it's good to get that gas out, but if you're in public and you shit yourself, it's going to be very embarrassing. But yes, getting a lot of gas out yesterday was amazing, because now my pain is a lot less. Oh, my leg's asleep. Another thing I want to talk about is the importance of support. I have my partner, my fiance Kayla. We are really close, obviously, and she has been awesome through all of this. It helps that she thinks I'm adorable when I'm off my face on pain medication. But it's important to have at least 1 or 2 people who know you're getting this surgery done. Even if it's someone random from work or someone, you know, sister, brother, parent, anyone. Just make sure you've got at least 1 or 2 people you can tell, or 1 or 2 people that can check in on you or stay with you for a few days. Like, I haven't fully relied on Kayla. Like, I've had a really good recovery so far, I think, because of the walking around and everything. But, you know, some people who've had this surgery done can't dry themselves with a towel after a shower for like a week. I was lucky enough to not be in that much pain, but mental and physical support is really important through this. Like, by all means, I'm not saying go out and find someone on Tinder to help you. I'm saying find someone you already know who can help you through this, because you need support. Don't be embarrassed. Don't make the mistake of it being a secret and then you feeling like absolute shit when you've got nobody to just give you a hug and be like, you'll be alright, because it's so important. Even if you're not going through surgery, I think that's important, but we're talking about surgery today. Water. So one thing I found post-op is that water, it hurts to drink more than, say, a V8 juice or a sugar-free sort of Powerade drink. For some reason, that sort of sugariness of the 2 alternatives to water make it a lot easier to get fluids in. So yeah, I know like some people are like, oh, aspartame will kill you, but sugar will kill you as well. They're just as bad as each other. But it's only for like a couple of weeks, just to make sure that you're not super dehydrated. I'm someone who's has already naturally dry skin. I've really struggled to get my water in. I normally drink about 2.5 litres of water a day. So going down to like 500 mils of water a day, I'm really relying at the moment on, you know, having juices and having things like Powerade Zero, or even Hydrolyte. That's a good one. I have Hydrolyte Icy Poles. Even if you're 2 days post-op, you can still just like suck on one of those and it's awesome. It tastes good, stops you feeling sick. You know, some people think it tastes awful, but it's going to help with your water intake. I've heard of some surgeons making their patients drink, a shot of water every hour, and I just think that's ridiculous because everyone's different and your body is going to tell you if it doesn't want liquid. When I was in my first night in hospital, I would just like wet my mouth with liquid and I would be nearly vomiting. So just take it easy and make sure that you're only having what you can handle. But yeah, there's some alternatives if you are finding that water is quite heavy and quite hard to get down. It's getting easier for me now because I'm 6 days post, but when you're like 2-3 days post, water is nearly impossible. It's almost like heavier, and it's a lot harder to get it down. So just drink what sort of semi-healthy liquids that you can while you're trying to get your fluids up, because it's really important to be hydrated to get your liver and your stomach sort of back to normal and feeling awesome. So that's my advice on water. The last thing I want to talk about on this video is to make sure you're having visitors at the hospital. My friend who had the surgery, I think I was one of the only visitors that she had, and she said at the time she felt really sick and like she wanted to be a hermit and not have anyone look at her, and she wanted to live in a hole. But having visitors makes you feel better. It might not feel what you want at the time, feel like what you want at the time, but it did really help me, and it helped me feel better as well. And don't feel bad if you want to go to sleep. If you are passing out and your visitors are there, and you're giving it these, they're going to know that you need to rest, and they're going to either go, wish you well and go for the day, or if they're your partner, they're going to know that, they're going to stay and, watch TV or check their Facebook in the corner of the room. It might not be what you want, but it helps. Definitely made me feel better as well. So that's all I have to say in my update. It's a bit of a long one, so thanks for sticking in there if you have. And thanks again for the support. I have been told by a few people that I'm really helping them prepare and feel supported. So thank you so much for watching and for making me feel like that I'm making a difference. That's what I want to do with my life. That's why I teach. That's why I walk into classrooms full of teenagers on purpose, because I want to make a difference to people's lives. So I'm making another video in a second. It's going to be about tips for hospital. So stick around for that one if you like, and thank you for watching. I do feel a lot better today, and I am really starting to feel happy again, feel normal again. So, yay! Thanks for watching. Check out my next video. Bye for now.